Hey besties, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. As some of you may know, a lot of my videos have gone viral recently, specifically the ones where I read romance books. Those have been doing really well in the algorithm, and this has brought many an unhinged person into my comments. The first category of comments that I'd like to share is the ones that I just go, excuse me, what? Like just ones where I'm like, perhaps you should have kept that as an inside thought. Like I didn't need to know that. I just need everyone to know that it's okay to have secrets and it's okay to bring things to your grave. Okay, so this first comment comes from my taboo romance video, and it was in reference to the book I read, Dark Notes, which is a teacher-student relationship that's quite inappropriate. I think the guy's like in his late 20s and the girl is like 16, 17. I'm almost 25 and I teach at university. Where the fuck is my forbidden romance with a hot student? Why is it always men who get them? Yeah, I'm going to call the police. I understand if you're 25 and you work at a university and you're hitting on a student, they're probably all going to be like 18 plus. It's still creepy. It's still gross and it's still a power imbalance. I'm also very sad that it was a fellow woman who commented this. That's very unfortunate. I don't know if we should be jealous of men and the gross things that they do. Another comment from my taboo romance video was, I remember reading Dark Notes in 4th grade. Girls, please, I'm begging you, if you're underage, don't be reading dark romance. Every once in a while I get a comment like this from someone being like, I'm 13 and I'm watching this video, and I'm like, my content is not for children. It is not made for kids. I check that box every time I upload a YouTube video. This next one was from the forbidden romance video that I did with Riley, and this is one of the ones where I'm like, why did you share it with the class? Like, why didn't you keep that to yourself? And this person said, watching this while I wipe my ass.
Ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
Oh my god, this next one, I don't even remember what video it's from. I just had the screenshot, but this person, who I assume is a woman, said, personally, I like to read smutty books when the ovaries are about to pop the egg. I feel ill. I genuinely very much dislike the way that you said that, Jan. This person's name is not Jan. I have blocked out the name. Also, this person's profile picture is like a little anime character with a Slytherin scarf on. There's just a lot going on here, Jan, and I don't love it. I actually found this next one in my filtered comments. I just peeked in there to see if there was something in there, and this was like a response to someone else's, and I do not understand what this is trying to say. I feel like it might be AI or something. East Side crime right now. All the lonely men, finally women opening car doors without asking, paying for dates, engaging in conversation first. What's wrong with these girls? So much sex, females are handing to males, walk outside. Lots of lots of penis going into vagina in the end. They asking random men in the streets for their names. If you're out and about, these females 16 plus are recreational use only. She's on the lookout. If you don't take initiative, do not roll down your windows. They are arresting men. Or sleeping with so many men and leaving feeble men single and laughing in groups. What in the incel did I just read? What are you saying? I'm going to choose to believe that this is AI because this makes literally no sense. Absolutely no sense. I know that this next one was on one of my dark romance, taboo romance type videos. And this person said, I use these videos as book recs. And to that I say, I'm afraid for you. I am afraid for you. I'm sorry if you feel judged because you like dark romance. I have a few dark romance books that I enjoy, but the ones that I read in my romance series are the most deranged of deranged. So this person is using them as book recs. And to that I say, do you have a therapist? Oh my god, this last one is so gross. This was on my romance video where I read Christmas romances with my friend Katie. I mentioned in the video that I wished I was 6 feet tall so I could stomp on men. And this man, derogatory, said, you don't need to be over 6 feet to stomp on men. Just ask nicely. I don't want to hear about you being a little freak that wants women to stomp on you. If that's what you're into, that's great. When you meet a nice woman who likes you, you can have that conversation with her where you say, I want you to stomp on me and my balls or whatever the fuck you're into. I don't want comments like this on my videos, okay? I meant stomp on men in a derogatory way, in the same way that when I say men, I mean derogatory. Before we get into the rest of these slightly hateful comments, let's talk about something I don't hate, which is today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives with thousands of classes led by industry experts across film, illustration, design, freelance, productivity, and more. What I love about Skillshare is that you can learn something new for your career, or you can just learn a new hobby. Anything you want is right there at your fingertips on Skillshare. If you don't know where to start, Skillshare has learning paths, which are hand-picked classes meant to be taken in order and build on one another and reinforce things as you go. I personally am going to DragonCon this year, which is a nerd convention with lots of cosplay going on, and I desperately want to make my own cosplay. I've been talking about this on the channel. I want to learn to sew, and I'm going to make myself a Jennifer's Body cosplay if it's the last thing I do. Am I going to go from 2 failed dresses and never having fully made a garment to making a prom dress? Yeah, I am, and you know who's going to help me? Skillshare. The learning path, sew custom clothing from scratch, will be perfect in helping me get organized and learn what I need for the cosplay. This learning path is great because it's going to reinforce the things that I've already kind of learned along the way. I have made some tote bags and some small things. I've made like a book sleeve, but this one is really going to help me with sewing clothes specifically. I'm just grateful that Skillshare has all sorts of classes to help me on all my creative endeavors. Anything I want to know, I can learn there. If you're interested in starting your learning journey today, then head on over to my description, and the first 500 people to use the link will get their first month free. This next category is people who just don't enjoy the way that I talk and they feel the need to tell me. I know that I've gotten more than the 3 that I have, but like I said, I do be deleting people and blocking people if you rub me the wrong way. Like if you say anything out of line, I at this point am like a 1 strike you're out. So I will hide you from my channel, meaning that you can comment all you want, but I will never see your comments and no one else will see your comments. And so I just will, you know, silence you because that's what I believe in on my channel, because this is my platform and I don't want people saying weird things to me. So this first comment was on my best books of 2022, and I'm going to give her a name. Her name is Tiffany. She says, please stop saying so much. I do have to admit that in the past I have indulged in clapping back at people, and I responded and I said, no thank you, heart. I like saying it so much. Tiffany responded and said, okay, sorry, it drives me crazy that you say it in every sentence. Of course you have the right to do it. Who am I? Just a suggestion. I watch a lot of booktubers and you have a lot of followers, so I guess you won't miss me. Try watching Lala or Nicole Gallagher. I think this person meant Noelle Gallagher, and I'm gonna say if you're gonna come back at me and tell me that other booktubers are better than me, then you should remember their names. Also, big fan of Kayla, big fan of Noelle, but God forbid you wanna have a little catchphrase. For me, it might be saying, I love this book so much, because maybe I love those books so much. This next one, they kept it really straightforward. I don't even remember what video this was from, but they said, why do you speak like that? I don't know. I have no good answer. I just do speak the way that I do. I've also been getting a lot of comments recently about how I talk really fast. I didn't include any of those in this because they're not really like hate comments, but people love telling me that I talk fast. And to that, I'm like, okay, turn the speed down. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, and then finally, this one isn't really like how I talk, but it was just someone being irritated by me being an American. And this was on the top books that I want to read in 2024, like my TBR video. This person said, was so confused by the publishing dates at first. Can Americans be normal and choose logic measurements for things for once? And I'm just like, I'm sorry that I live in the US. And so I put my dates as date, day, and then year. Like, I agree that I wish that the US was aligned with everyone else, that we would use the metric system and whatnot. Sure. But unfortunately we don't. So it would be actually more weird for me to not follow the American way of doing dates, especially because most of my viewers are in the US. I don't know. This felt very odd to me. I just feel like this person was being a hater for me being American. I'm like, what can I do? It's where I'm from. It's my nationality. I'm not proud to be an American. This next category is what I would call you're a sinner. That's what people really wanted to impress upon me, because I made a video about my religious trauma. I used to be in a religious cult. If you don't know this Sarah lore, I will link the video down below if you're really interested in seeing it. Obviously, people who watched the video and heard me talking about my trauma were like, what a perfect time for me to tell her that she's going to hell and that she's a sinner. So I have a few comments. I did not include all of the ones that I got. I think I did delete quite a few of those. I had way more than this, but these are the funniest ones that I got. So you are now living la vida loca. You go, girl. Indulge in the pleasures of this life. Just remember, ... judgment comes to us all, believers and non-believers. May the Lord Jesus Christ be merciful unto you. I don't believe in God. The next one, I believe, came from a mentally unwell person, and they said, you have a demon inside you. The piercings of the nose is a sign of a demon. Nose, tongue, body parts, and tattoos, oh my God, I have them, are signs of demons living inside your body. The piercing and tattoo demons belong to a group of demons. That's how they brand their human loot. I am human loot to these demons. Also, how many times is this person gonna say demons in like one post? Then it says, there are demons. The world is infected with demons, human eating demons. They want us to know about the demons. So I'm just letting you all know, if you watch my channel, if you consume my content, you may also be infected by a demon. You also might want to look in the mirror. Do you have any piercings? Do you have any tattoos? Because you may be marked by Satan because of a demon in you. So I just wanted to warn you, spread this message, let you know. And then finally, we have one literally comparing me to Satan. Satan was kicked out from heaven because he behaved the same way you are behaving right now. No, I don't watch your nonsense. feel like you did watch even a little bit to know how it's behaving. But if you didn't watch my nonsense, maybe you don't know how I behave, and maybe I am very godly and you don't know that. Our next category is people who can't take a joke, because something you need to know about me is I'm a little jokester. I like to make jokes, and I say things that are facetious or sarcastic, and the girlies, they don't always get it. They do not always get it, and maybe that's my bad. But I just thought I would share some of those instances. This first person commented on my Forbidden Romance video with Riley because the title was something like, we read Forbidden Romance and suddenly we think it's okay to ban books, which was meant to be a joke. Saying you support Christo-fascist hate, bigotry, and discrimination because you read a few bad books says everything I need to know. I just need everyone to understand what jokes are. Like, it's a joke! Like, I would not ban books. Maybe I would burn a book, but I wouldn't ban it. The subcategory for this category of people not being able to take a joke is everyone who thought I was actually gonna call the FBI in my taboo romance video, because I did say a few times that I was literally gonna call the FBI. Maybe I shouldn't have used the word literally, but that was part of the joke. Like, I was kidding. I wasn't gonna call the FBI on Penelope Douglas or Pam Godwin, but I did think about it. I'm kidding again. Where am I? To start these ones off, someone said, do you call FBI on every porn manga or comic maker? Men make vile shit all the time. Pedophilic, terrible, and rapey. What she wrote is vile, of course, but you calling the FBI on her is absolutely performative if you ignore all the vile porn on the internet. Who am I performing for if I call the FBI? Am I performing for the FBI agent that I get on the phone? Can you just Google FBI and get their number? Like, is there a way to like report that? Like, I don't know how to report to the FBI. I feel like there's like a chain of people you have to go through before you can actually talk to the FBI. Do you just yell it into your webcam hoping your FBI agent is watching? Like, I don't know how to do this, people. Are you serious about putting Penelope Douglas on the FBI watch list? This is my first time watching you, and I cannot tell if you are serious. I was not serious. I was only a little serious. No, I wasn't serious. You're seriously trying to get people disappeared by the FBI? Whoa, I said I was gonna call them. I didn't say I was gonna disappear anyone. Did you learn nothing? What am I learning from? Like, what do they mean by I feel like if someone says, did you learn nothing? They're normally referring to something that you should have learned from, but I don't know what this person is talking about. But you're here making bank off talking about it while trying to get another person arrested for writing up made up porn shit. Fuck, man. I can promise you, I don't make bank on my videos. I don't even make a living wage on my videos. Like, YouTube is not my full-time job. Also, specifically, this taboo romance video got demonetized, so I don't make any money on that video, even though it's my most viewed video of all time. This next comment, I believe, was an attempt at humor. I think this person thought they really ate with their sense of humor. I don't believe they have any likes on this comment, so I don't think other people found them very funny. Everyone, you contacted the FBI? Laughing emoji. You on the phone with the FBI? Yes. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes. What does that? Well, of course I read them all. I have to read them so I can tell other people how she's a disgusting criminal for writing them. ... No, I don't take any medications. Someone better get management and tell them Karen is here. I feel like my joke was funnier. Okay, so this next category is one that I personally find annoying. You're probably gonna be like, Sarah, why do you care when people say stuff like this? But it just kind of hurts my feelings because my channel has grown so much in the last year. And it's because people like me reading silly, goofy books where I make fun of them. And I also do regular reading vlogs where I actually read books in good faith and I try to like them. But on top of reading bad books on purpose, I also read books that I want to be good, but then I don't like them. So I'm just like a critical reader. So this category is called, do you like books? Because people get upset with me for being such a critical reader. But I just want you to know, if I give a book 5 stars, I am really saying I can hold up this book and recommend it because I think it's so good, because I give most books like 3 stars or less. I'm new here. I've only watched a couple of your videos, 3 to be exact. I want to keep watching, and I think I'm going to, but I'm wondering, all the videos I've seen, you don't like any of the books you've read. Do you read books you like? Okay, so first and foremost, I think what bothers me about this comment is, why are you almost like putting me on the spot? Like, please convince me to keep watching your channel. This next one really annoys me because I hate when people talk about me in the third person as if I can't see what they're saying. And so this person said, honestly, I feel like I'm getting a little tired of Sarah reading books she doesn't enjoy. I don't know anything about the books in this video, so I can't say if they are good or bad, but the TBR takeover and other stuff, it just adds up. In one of her latest videos, she said that she only reads for content now, and I think maybe she should read something she enjoys for one. Try being a booktuber for a day. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna quote Michaela Noguera. When you're a booktuber, you have to toe the line between reading what you want and then reading what people want you to read. And like I said, everybody wants me to just read bad romance. Like, if I made every video me ranting about a bad romance, bad whatever, people would eat that shit up. Like, I would be even bigger, like subscriber wise, and I would have so many views all the time. But I just don't want that to be what my channel is about. So I genuinely make other videos with the intention of liking things. Okay, my camera died, and then I'm not gonna lie, I did eat some ice cream, so I kind of forgot what I was talking about. I don't know, it was just like a set TBR for the video. And yes, did I discover that I didn't enjoy any of the horror books? Yes. When I actually do mood read and like read what I want, nobody watches those videos. So this has definitely devolved into me being a little defensive. This is me showing you how I feel sometimes about these comments in some type of way. And that's all she wrote on the unhinged comments that I get. I do typically get way worse ones than that, but I usually delete those right away or I block the person. I kind of just decided that this is my house, and when you come into my house, you're gonna follow my rules. And the rules are that you're not gonna be annoying. Like all these other people that left all these annoying comments, those are all still up if you want to see them, unless the people delete them themselves. So I let people say a lot of crazy things on my comment sections, but you're not gonna like say something like really rude, like call me ugly or do something like that. If you are interested in seeing me read comments that are just like straight up evil and mean, I actually posted a hate comment video in, I want to say like 2018, where I read all these comments of people like hating on me because I gave a 1-star review to like this YouTuber's book. Those comments are bad. Those comments are bad. Like they make fun of the fact that I have thin lips. Apparently my eyebrows are far apart. I had no idea. Everyone was calling me ugly. Like they were like really crazy comments. So I will link that video down below if you're interested in watching that. It's a very old video, like very, very old. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to use an ice cream emoji in your comments, because you and I will know it's because I just ate ice cream when my camera died. And if you didn't like this video, then feel free to leave a hate comment and I'll make a part 2. And I thank you all so much for watching. You're all beautiful. Have a nice day.